All right, everyone. This is Dave here. How are you? Today, we're going to talk about some stock, my analysis of these stocks, and what I think they're worth. Again, this is for education. Always see advice, see disclaimer. But I want to walk you through how I do it, how I see things, and what I think some stocks are worth. So, buckle up. Let's get ready and let's go. So, we're going to be talking about Comcast today. This is a stock that we own some of for full disclosure, but it's a stock I really like. I want to walk you through why I like it so much and show you how I think about it. You know what I mean? So here we go. So to start, guys, EPS, earnings per share, right? $6 a share. Now, as most of you know, you put a multiple on earnings, right? So, some businesses and industries have an average of a 16 PE, price to earnings. Some have 20, some have 70, some have 10. It's all over the place depending on the industry. When I did my homework on Comcast, I realized that the average over the last several years is about 16, and it's at 4.62. So if you just look at the EPS and you put, let's say, a 10 multiple on that, you're at about $60 a share. If you put a 10 multiple on it, you're about $60 a share. Right now, the correlation, 4.6 times 6, you're about, 20 in the 25s. So this isn't foolproof, but you can see that there's a correlation there. Okay, maybe it doesn't get to 60, but gets to 52. Well, I'm in the 26s. So, home run, right? That's how I see it. I think what I really like about the stock is number one, it's really, really cheap. That simple. Number two, if you were going to cut cable, you probably have already cut cable. So I think that is a part of it. Also, you always need internet, all right? And they're a huge provider of internet. Now, they don't provide fiber internet. They have a solution that provides a very economic option to fiber at a great price. They're rolling it out big time. They're spending a lot of money on it. I think you're going to start to see the end of 26 and early 27. I think you're going to start to see subscriber growth again. The third reason I love this stock is the cell phone business, the mobile business. They're pulling service from providers like Verizon, and they're offering people like us a mobile phone option. Compared to AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. If you bundle in your phone and internet, there's probably going to be a good savings there. I know for certain that it's already relatively competitive, if not cheap. And I think you're going to see subscriber growth in the cell phone business over time. And I think it's going to happen probably over about 60 months. But I think in about 12 to 18 months, you'll see that accelerate. Okay. It's another reason I really like it. All right. The fourth reason I like it has great volume. And what I mean by that is it trades a lot of shares per day. And that's good for trading, right? So I have a couple algos running Comcast right now in testing, and it's very promising. I'll talk about more in future videos on that, but this is a video focused solely on Comcast and how I see it. So, I'm putting a value on Comcast Corporation, CMCSA, in middle January 2026. I'm going to say this is a $50 stock. I think full value is 65 to 66 bucks. I think $50 is extremely doable. And I think realistically, 58, 60 bucks is kind of where I'm going to get out, most likely. That's how I'm seeing Comcast today in the middle of January 2026. All right. Do what you want with it, but this is my official rating. I'm going to make a series of videos, guys, where I'm rating these stocks and stocks that I like for the most part, but I'll also do popular stocks that maybe I don't own or I don't love. I'll make videos on those as well. So that's it, guys. Comcast Corporation, CMCSA. I think it's a $50 stock. I think it could go as high as 66. That's how I see it. Guys, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell. It's all very important. If you want content like this, you got to do all that for me, please. I hope to grow a great community with you guys. I want to communicate with you guys in the comments, and let's build a community of people. If you want to learn stock trading and investing, you really want to subscribe and hit the bell. My content is going to be focused on one, tracking my progress, but two, providing education to people that may not know as much as some. I started investing. I mean, my dad had me investing when I was 12 years old. I'd be sitting, right next to him, and we'd be looking at Ford and GM and, all these companies. And he would ask what I think about the company, and we would make decisions. So I've been doing it a long time. I remember, we bought Ford when it was in bankruptcy. And I forget how low it got, but I want to say it was in the 40-cent range. My dad's like, "What do you think? Should we buy some?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." So we bought some. That turned into a great trade. That was, I think we got out in the 12s, $12 range. So that was a huge home run. But I've been doing this a long time. I want to help people like you either improve what you're doing or learn to start. All right, guys. Again, like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.